Did you know that Belarus is often referred to as the lungs of Europe? Nestled in the heart of the continent, this intriguing nation is a green gem boasting an extraordinary forest cover. Imagine a land where nearly half of its terrain is swathed in verdant, lush woods. It's a breath of fresh air, quite literally. These woodlands not only carpet the landscape in green, but also play an indispensable role in the European ecosystem. With over 40% of its land covered by forests, Belarus truly breathes life into the continent. Belarus, a land with a rich tapestry of history, dates back to the early days of human civilization. Indeed, the roots of this intriguing nation can be traced back to the early Slavic tribes, who made their home in the region more than 1,000 years ago. These tribes, known for their warrior-like spirit and their reverence for nature, laid the foundation for the culture and heritage of Belarus. As time marched on, the Slavic tribes would eventually come together to form a powerful and prosperous state known as the Kievan Rus in the 9th century. This was a significant milestone in the history of Belarus. The Kievan Rus was a federation of Slavic tribes that stretched across much of Eastern Europe, from the Baltic Sea in the north to the Black Sea in the south. The Kievan Rus was a beacon of civilization during the Middle Ages. It was a place where art, literature and law flourished. This period saw the adoption of Christianity, the creation of the first written laws, and the beginnings of a distinct Belarusian identity. But the golden age of the Kievan Rus would not last forever. In the 13th century, the Mongol invasion swept across Eastern Europe. The Kievan Rus, once a powerhouse, crumbled under the onslaught. The Mongols, led by the fearsome Genghis Khan, left a trail of destruction in their wake. But the spirit of the Belarusian people was not easily extinguished. Even in the face of adversity, they held on to their culture, their traditions, and their identity. The Mongol invasion, while devastating, would ultimately serve as a catalyst for change. It marked the end of the Kievan Rus, but it also paved the way for the emergence of new political entities, including the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, with which Belarus would become deeply intertwined. The early beginnings of Belarus set the stage for a dramatic and complex history. It's a tale of resilience, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Belarusian people, who have weathered the storms of history and emerged with their identity intact. The history of Belarus is marked by numerous changes, each leaving an indelible mark on the nation. The journey of its evolution is a fascinating one, and to understand the Belarus we know today, we must take a step back and look at the periods of Lithuanian, Polish and Russian rule that have shaped its history. First, let's travel back to the 14th century, when Belarus was part of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. This era influenced the cultural landscape of Belarus in profound ways. The Lithuanian period introduced Belarus to the Old Belarusian language, a significant step towards the development of the modern Belarusian language. It also laid the groundwork for a distinct Belarusian identity that would continue to evolve over the centuries. Next, we move on to the Polish era, which began in the late 16th century. Under Polish rule, Belarus experienced a surge in the development of arts, literature and education. Polish influence also led to the widespread adoption of Catholicism, adding another layer to the country's rich religious tapestry. The Russian rule, which started in the late 18th century, was a period of significant change. The Russian Empire sought to assimilate Belarus, leading to a suppression of the Belarusian language and culture. However, it also brought about industrialization and modernization, transforming the economic landscape of the country. Each of these eras has left their mark on Belarus. The Lithuanian rule fostered a distinct Belarusian identity. The Polish rule enriched its cultural and religious diversity. And the Russian rule, despite its challenges, propelled Belarus into a new era of economic development. These periods of change have shaped Belarus into the diverse nation we see today. They have woven a rich tapestry of culture, language and identity that is uniquely Belarusian. As we delve deeper into the history of this intriguing nation, we'll see how these influences continue to shape its present and future. The world wars, like for many nations, brought about profound changes for Belarus. As we delve into this tumultuous period of Belarusian history, we must remember that these wars were not just a series of battles, but defining events that sculpted the nation's destiny. In the throes of the First World War, Belarus found itself in the crossfire between the Central Powers and Russia, leading to widespread devastation. The aftermath was a land bruised and battered, with countless lives lost and cities reduced to rubble. This war, however, was merely the beginning of the trials that Belarus would face. The Second World War, or as it is known in Belarus, the Great Patriotic War, was even more catastrophic. Belarus was once again a battleground, this time between the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany. The human cost was enormous, with every fourth citizen losing their life. The country's infrastructure was decimated, with many cities such as Minsk being almost entirely destroyed. These wars, as devastating as they were, also sparked significant political changes. In the wake of the First World War, Belarus briefly tasted independence before being absorbed into the newly formed Soviet Union. This marked the beginning of a new era of Soviet control that would last for almost 7 decades. Under the USSR, Belarus was rebuilt from the ashes of war. The Soviet regime focused on industrialization and urbanization, transforming the largely agrarian Belarus into a significant industrial power within the USSR. The Belarusian language, culture and identity, however, were often sidelined in favor of Russification. This period of Soviet rule was not without its hardships. Political repression was rampant, and economic challenges were a constant struggle. Yet it was during this era that the foundations of modern Belarus were laid. The World Wars left a profound impact on Belarus, shaping its politics, economy and society. Through the devastation and loss, a new Belarus was forged, one that would continue to evolve in the face of challenges and change. The fall of the Soviet Union in 1991 marked a new chapter in the history of Belarus. Following the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Belarus found itself standing at the dawn of a new era. Independence was finally in its grasp, a momentous event that sparked the formation of a new national identity. The country was no longer a mere Soviet republic. It was now the Republic of Belarus, a sovereign state with its own constitution, flag and anthem. The establishment of the Republic was a significant step towards self-determination, but it was not without challenges. The transition from a centrally planned economy to a market economy was fraught with difficulties. Yet despite these hurdles, Belarus showed resilience and perseverance, gradually building a mixed economy with a diverse industrial base. The modern political landscape of Belarus is a complex tapestry woven with threads of its Soviet past. The country has been under the leadership of President Alexander Lukashenko since 1994, who has maintained a degree of political stability, but whose rule has also been marked by controversy. Despite criticism, his leadership has seen the country maintain a unique blend of Soviet-style social security and a market economy. Economically, Belarus has a lot to offer. It's a country rich in natural resources, with a strong industrial sector, particularly in machinery and agricultural equipment. The IT industry is also a rising star, with the country earning the nickname Silicon Valley of Eastern Europe. Despite facing economic challenges, Belarus has shown remarkable adaptability and innovation. Culture, too, plays a significant role in modern Belarus. The country cherishes its historical heritage while also embracing the new. Traditional arts and crafts coexist with modern technology, and ancient folklore is celebrated alongside contemporary literature. Despite a tumultuous past, Belarus has emerged as a nation with its own unique identity. This identity is a blend of the old and the new, a testament to the country's resilience and adaptability. As we move forward, it will be intriguing to see how this young nation continues to shape its destiny. Today, Belarus stands as a testament to its rich history and resilient spirit. A nation brimming with life, culture and undeniable charm, it continues to captivate its visitors with its unique blend of tradition and modernity. In the heart of Europe lies this gem, a country that has gracefully merged its past with the present. Its cities, like Minsk, the capital, are bustling with activity, showcasing a vibrant mix of architectural styles, from the grandeur of Stalinist structures to the sleek lines of modern design. Belarusian culture is a colourful tapestry woven with threads of history, language and customs. Folk festivals, music and dance are integral parts of this rich cultural fabric. Traditional crafts like straw weaving and pottery are not just relics of the past but are thriving art forms. But it's not just about tradition. Belarus is a country on the move. It's making significant strides in technology, boasting one of the fastest-growing IT sectors in Europe. From innovative startups to tech giants, Belarus is a hub for digital innovation, earning it the nickname Silicon Valley of Eastern Europe. The country's education system is also noteworthy. Belarusians take pride in their high literacy rate and a strong emphasis on education, particularly in the fields of science and technology. Universities and research institutions are nurturing the next generation of innovators and thinkers. Belarus is also a haven for nature lovers. Its pristine forests, tranquil lakes, and extensive national parks are a testament to the country's commitment to preserving its natural beauty. The Belovezhskaya Pushcha National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is home to the European bison, a symbol of the nation's rich biodiversity. Belarus, a nation steeped in history and culture, continues to be a fascinating place to discover. It's a country where the past and the present coexist harmoniously, where tradition meets innovation, and where every corner holds a story waiting to be told. So, whether you're a history buff, a tech enthusiast, or a nature lover, Belarus has something to offer everyone. Belarus, a country often overlooked, offers an intriguing mix of history, culture, and natural beauty. As we journeyed through its grand past, we've seen how it has shaped the nation's present, from the early beginnings, through periods of change, to the impact of world wars and the birth of modern Belarus. Each chapter paints a unique picture. So why not take the road less travelled and explore Belarus for yourself? From its lush forests to its rich history, Belarus truly is the lungs of Europe, breathing life into every story it tells.